Hi, I'm your host, Dr. Luigi Groton, Vice President of Nutrition Education. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. Today we're starting a new module where we'll be talking about dietary fats. In the first lesson, we'll be focusing on defining dietary fats. Fats and oils are major nutrients, just as protein and carbohydrates are. Unfortunately, most people consume nearly twice the amount of fats from calories as they should. This is very common in the Western diet, which is loaded with fats, some visible, some hidden. Visible fats are in butter and oils, while hidden fats are frequently found in fast foods and processed foods. Another important point is that dietary fats have more calories per gram than protein and carbs do. Let's begin Lesson 1 and learn more. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. In this lesson, we'll be discussing dietary fats. These are very important for storing calories in your body and for supporting your immune function and skin health. Let's get started. Fats are often thought of as bad for you. But the truth is that they are major nutrients like protein and carbohydrates. Fats are an essential source of energy that help keep the body healthy. Certain fats also help with brain development, help absorb vitamins, and keep skin and hair healthy. The trouble with fats is that they contain a lot of calories, about 120 calories per tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of fat has the same number of calories as a cup of fruit plus a cup of vegetables. Some fats are healthier than others based on their composition. It's important to know the difference so you can focus on the healthy fats and lower your intake of the unhealthy fats. You've learned some basics about fats. Now, let's learn where fats are found in the foods we eat every day. Specifically, we'll focus on visible fats that you can easily see on your food, and hidden fats that can be difficult to spot and add those unwanted calories to your diet. Visible fats include butter, margarine, and cooking oils. It also includes the fat in red meats or poultry that you can cut away before you eat them. These are called visible fats because you can see them when cooking. Many processed foods and fast foods have hidden fats as well as visible fats. You can see the cheese in the cheeseburger, but you can't see the hidden fat in the ground meat. You also don't see the fat hidden in the French fries, donuts, and lots of other processed foods. Did you know that a so-called healthy bran muffin can have 11 grams of hidden fat and over 340 calories in only 4 ounces? The fat makes the bran muffin moist and extends its shelf life in the grocery store way more than if it did not have the hidden fat. The fat keeps it from spoiling. Fat keeps food warm as it is being served at the table. Fat provides a rich texture and enhances the flavor of food. Fat also enhances the sweetness of sugary foods like donuts and cakes. When you eat in a restaurant, you often can't tell how much fat has been added to a dish. Hidden fats are found in salad dressings and sauces. Even though you can't see the hidden fat in these foods, they do add a lot of calories to your food without you even realizing it. Fat is found in all cells of your body as a coating called the cell membrane. This protects the inside of the cell. As you know, oil and water don't mix. Every fat is made up of a part that mixes in water and a part that does not. Since the cell lives in a watery environment, the fatty parts of the cell membrane face inside the coating of the cell. This illustration shows the two layers with the water-friendly parts facing out and the fat-friendly carbon chains facing in. The fats you eat and fats stored in your body are largely triglycerides, which means you have three long chains called fatty acids linked together by a short sugar called glycerol. Dietary fats each have three fatty acids. Most dietary fatty acids have 12 or more carbons linked in a chain with hydrogen atoms attached. In fact, the names of fats, such as saturated and polyunsaturated, are based on the fatty acids contained in those fats. The nature of the fatty acids determines how the fat affects your body. Understanding fatty acids is important for reading food labels and selecting the fats in your diet. Fats and oils are the most concentrated source of calories of any foodstuff. It is important to limit the fat in your diet, since it is a major source of calories that can lead to weight gain. Hidden fats are the hardest to control because you can't see them. So, you may need to limit your high-fat processed and fast foods intake to reduce your total calorie and fat consumption. While each gram of either protein or carbohydrates provides 4 calories, fats supply 9 calories. Part of a balanced nutrition involves not getting too many calories from fat. Just as there are essential amino acids in proteins that the body cannot make, there are 2 essential fatty acids that have to be obtained from the foods you eat. These 2 fatty acids are made by plants and cannot be made in our bodies. You only need about 10 grams of fat per day to provide these essential fatty acids. So, even if you added no fats at all to your foods, you would still probably get enough fat in your diet. You may not realize it, but there are traces of fat in almost everything you eat, including fruits and vegetables. Did you know most people eat way too much fat? You need a minimum of about 5% of your calories from fat in order to get the essential fatty acids you need. Most people get more than 30% of their calories from fat. In other words, most people get too much fat in their diet. Typical fast foods in the Western diet have too many calories due to hidden fat. Combined with an inactive lifestyle, these extra calories will lead to excess fat stored in your body. You have probably wondered, why does my body keep all of this fat around? The simple answer is that fat is the way your body stores energy so that you can survive long periods without eating. If you had enough water to drink and enough vitamins and minerals, you could survive up to 6 months living off of the stored fat in your body. When you eat more calories than your body needs, they get converted into fat and stored in fat cells around the body. Since starvation is probably not your problem, you are most likely struggling to keep from gaining too much fat. That is why you need to limit the amount of fat in your diet. Remember, the fat you eat is the fat you wear. Good work! You've completed another lesson in the Herbalife Nutrition Education program. In the next lesson, we'll learn about different types of fat. See you at the next meeting. Hi, I'm Dr. Luigi Groton, Vice President of Nutrition Education. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. In this second lesson about dietary fats, we'll learn about the difference between the various types of fats. In the previous lesson, we learned about visible fats and hidden fats. We'll touch more on those, as well as discuss the major types of dietary fats: saturated and trans fats, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated. Most likely you've already heard those names before, or even seen them in food labels, but do you know what those names actually mean? During this lesson, we'll learn about each one of them, so you'll have better tools to make smart decisions when eating or even shopping. Now on lesson 2. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. In this lesson, you will learn about the different types of fat and their functions in the body. Let's get started. Let's review. There are both visible and hidden fats. The hidden fats carry extra calories, but, like sugar, make food taste better. It is important to be aware of the fats hidden in foods. Fats have twice the calories per gram as protein or carbohydrate, so they can add a lot of hidden calories to foods. This is especially true of fast foods. Typical fast foods in the Western diet have too many calories due to hidden fat. Combined with an inactive lifestyle, these extra calories will lead to excess fat stored in your body. The body is extremely efficient in storing these calories in your body. The body turns excess calories into fat, and too much fat in the body leads to obesity. Did you know that a fast food fish sandwich has more calories and fat than a cheeseburger? You might think that a fish sandwich would be the healthier choice in a fast food restaurant. However, the fish is breaded and deep fat fried, so that the fish that started out as a low-fat food with healthy fish oils has been changed by soaking it in the fat of a deep fryer. There are 3 major types of fat. Saturated and trans fat are grouped together because they both can raise cholesterol levels in the blood, while monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats both lower cholesterol. For many years, only the polyunsaturated to saturated fat ratio was thought to be important, but modern science has found that there are different types of polyunsaturated fats. Most fats that have a high percentage of saturated fatty acids are solid at room temperature. Because of this, they're typically referred to as solid fats. Saturated fats can typically be found in animal products like beef, pork, and butter, but they can also be found in coconut, palm oils, and in shortening. The food industry developed trans fats as a replacement for saturated fats when the public learned that saturated fats could be unhealthy. In order to replace saturated fats, which are solid at room temperature, a processing method was used to change polyunsaturated oils to trans fats, which are solid at room temperature. These trans fats act just like saturated fats in your body, and so these are just as unhealthy for you as saturated fats. Trans fats are made from polyunsaturated fats by a chemical method that makes them act like saturated fat. They're originally developed to replace lard in French fries, but are now found in fried foods, commercial baked goods, processed foods, salad dressings, and margarines. Monounsaturated fats are found in olives and olive oil, avocados and nuts, including almonds and walnuts. When substituted for saturated fats, they lead to lower cholesterol levels and so are called healthy fats. Keep in mind that fats have a lot of calories. Omega-3 and omega-6 are both polyunsaturated fatty acids, but they have very different effects on your body. Omega-3 fatty acids come primarily from fish. Fish make omega-3 fatty acids from the algae they eat, while humans cannot. Omega-6 fats are found in vegetable oils like corn oil and processed foods. Corn oil has 60% of its fatty acids as omega-6, while fish oil has almost no omega-6. Due to the hidden fats in many processed foods, like cooking oil and margarine, we get way too much omega-6 in our diets. Many people do not eat enough fish to get the omega-3 fats they need. That is why fish oil supplements play an important role in today's diet. Try to change your diet in order to balance omega-3 and omega-6 fats. When you reduce total dietary fat to help control your body weight, you are also reducing the amount of omega-6 in your diet. You may increase your omega-3 dietary fat by eating fish or taking a fish oil supplement. Omega-3 fatty acids play a vital role in maintaining good health, offering a variety of benefits. Omega-3 also reduces the negative effects of excess omega-6 on the body. Incorporating more fish into your diet is a healthy way to get more omega-3 fatty acids. Ocean-caught fish rather than farmed fish is a better choice. Try canned salmon in your sandwiches and salads for a change. It's a nice switch from tuna, and it's ocean-caught. Omega-6 fatty acids support immune function when balanced with omega-3. Having proper immune function is important to protect you from infection. However, when there is too much omega-6 fat in the diet, it can cause overactivity of the immune system. Most people get too much omega-6 in their normal diet. That's why it's important to get enough omega-3 to balance the effects of omega-6. Monounsaturated fats are also called omega-9 fats. They are found in olive oil, avocado, and nuts. Monounsaturated fats can be used to add flavor to foods without increasing the omega-6 fat in the diet. Did you know? To make it easier for you to control your trans and saturated fat intake, the Food and Drug Administration requires a line on the nutritional facts label that tells you exactly how many grams of those fats are in any product you buy. Keep an eye on these labels. Here's another tip. Every 5 grams of fat you eat is about a teaspoon. Try to visualize how much fat is in your food when you read the label. It might help you to make better choices when you imagine how much fat you are eating. Some fats are hidden in foods, but we add a lot of fat to our daily diet too, and we usually don't add the healthy fats. Whenever you spread butter on your bread or add sour cream to a baked potato, you're adding a lot of unhealthy saturated fats to your foods. We also pour creamy salad dressings on a healthy bowl of salad greens, add whipped cream to a healthy bowl of berries, and gravy on lean meats to moisten them. Too many of our healthy foods are made less healthy by the fats that we add to them. Did you know? Many healthy sounding foods can be quite unhealthy because of all the fats that are in them. Many restaurant salads can have over 1,000 calories and 65 grams of fat. Salads can be healthy, but if they're loaded up with fatty meats, cheese, sour cream, or croutons, the calories can really add up. And many restaurants make their salads with hundreds of calories of salad dressing. If you have some fat in your salad, make sure it's the healthy kind. Add some grilled fish to your salad, a sprinkle of nuts, or some diced avocado, and then dress your salad lightly with an olive oil-based salad dressing. Good work! You've completed another lesson in the Herbalife Nutrition Education program. In the next lesson, we'll put the theory into practice. See you at the next meeting. Hi, I'm Dr. Luigi Groton, Vice President of Nutrition Education. Thanks again for joining us for Balancing Your Dietary Fats. In the first two lessons, you learned about what dietary fats are, the different types of fats, and how they impact our diets. Now we'll take that information and show you how to make the best choices in consuming fats so you can maintain a healthy lifestyle. Remember, there are lots of hidden fats in our foods, especially when you eat outside your home and you can't see how the meal is being prepared. So pay attention to the following guidelines in order to improve your eating regimen. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education program. During this lesson, we will put everything we have learned in the two previous lessons into practice. Let's get started. The typical Western diet has an imbalance of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. We get too much omega-6 fats in our diet from processed foods and fatty fried foods, and not enough omega-3 fats that are found in fish, nuts, seeds, and other plant foods. Why is this so bad if both of them are essential fatty acids? Because they both need to work together to maintain good health, and too much omega-6 can lead to health problems. This is why your diet needs a balance of these two essential fatty acids. Omega-3 is known to support the immune system, as is omega-6 in the proper balance. The problem with the Western diet is that it contains 10 to 30 times more omega-6 than is needed, while there is too little omega-3. To balance these, limit your fast food and processed food consumption, limit your red meat and animal products intake, and welcome fish and healthy oils into your cupboard, refrigerator, and daily diet. To balance omega-3 and omega-6, eat fish 3 times per week. You might also take supplements as directed 2 to 3 times per day. Lastly, reduce as best you can your intake of hidden fat, corn oil, margarine, fast and processed foods. Did you know? Eating too much of a good fat can cause weight gain. So if you eat a lot of fat in your diet, even the good fats, you may end up gaining excess body weight. And that weight gain can lead to obesity. Omega-3 fats are essential to good health, but their benefits may be missed because the Western diet is chock full of omega-6 polyunsaturated fats, such as corn oil and other vegetable oils, while lacking enough omega-3. To get more omega-3 and balance the intake of essential fats, include ocean-caught fish in your diet. You should also consider omega-3 supplements derived from ocean fish or from krill, which are tiny crustaceans harvested from the cold waters of Antarctica. Did you know that farm-fed fish are kept in a pen and don't swim as much as ocean-caught fish? They are also fed grains and have more omega-6 fats. In fact, Farm-fed salmon have equal amounts of omega-3 and omega-6, while ocean-caught salmon have a higher omega-3 content. When you dine in a restaurant, ask whether the salmon, trout, catfish, or tilapia are farm-fed, and, if they are, consider having a different seafood, such as shrimp or scallops. Did you know that trans fats are commonly found in packaged and fast foods? French fries, onion rings, hamburgers, chicken nuggets, apple pie, and hash browns are just a few examples of high trans fat foods. To reduce your total fat intake, try having protein-rich shakes and healthy snacks throughout the day. It's a great way to ensure you get healthy meals at regular times, and it cuts down the amount of harmful fat in your diet. When you reduce fat, especially from processed and fast foods, you lower your omega-6 fats. Since omega-6 fats are found in many animal products, use lower fat dairy such as skim or 1% milk instead of whole milk. You should also trim visible fat and skin from meat products, and choose the white meat of chicken or turkey. Use only egg whites when preparing your favorite breakfast dishes. Remember, egg whites are protein-rich and have less fat and none of the cholesterol of whole eggs. When you prepare foods at home, use low-fat cooking methods. When you cook meat, fish, or poultry, they should be baked, broiled, roasted, or grilled rather than fried. Try using pan sprays to reduce the amount of oil you use and to keep foods from sticking, or sauté in broth instead of oil. Make substitutions in your recipes to reduce fat. For instance, you can use ground turkey breast instead of ground beef, or use fat-free milk, sour cream, or cottage cheese in your recipes instead of the full-fat versions. When you bake, you can replace half the fat in the recipe with plain yogurt or applesauce to reduce fat. When you eat in restaurants, read menus carefully to make the best low-fat choices. Just as you would at home, look for meats, fish, and poultry that are baked, broiled, grilled, or roasted rather than fried. Order your vegetables plain, without added sauces or fats, and when you order your salad, ask for the dressing on the side so you can control how much fat you use. If you choose to have some bread with your meal, skip the butter. And instead of rich fatty desserts, ask for some fresh fruit such as berries instead. The nutrition facts label on your foods gives you a lot of information. When you read the label, you can find out how much fat, saturated fat, or trans fat is in each serving of the food. You should try to keep saturated fats and trans fats to a minimum. Your food label will also tell you the total amount of calories from fat in each serving of food. Compare this number to the total number of calories in a serving. If the numbers are close, then the food is high in fat. When you look at the total fat in a serving, try to visualize how much fat you are eating. Remember, every 5 grams of fat is about a teaspoon of fat, or an amount about the size of a pat of butter. Another way to reduce the total fat in your diet is to fill up on fruits and veggies. Fruits and vegetables contain only very small traces of healthy fats. If you fill up on these foods, you'll be less likely to eat more of the higher fat foods. Fill up your plate with vegetables and have fruit for dessert. Pile up the vegetables on your sandwiches and eat fresh green salads whenever you can. Add fruit to your shakes and to your cereal, or eat it for a snack or dessert. Did you know? Many healthy-sounding foods can be quite unhealthy because of all the fats that are in them. Many restaurant salads can have over 1,000 calories and 65 grams of fat. Salads can be healthy, but if they're loaded up with fatty meats, cheese, sour cream, or croutons, the calories can really add up. And many restaurants make their salads with hundreds of calories of salad dressing. If you have some fat in your salad, make sure it's the healthy kind. Add some grilled fish to your salad, a sprinkle of nuts, or some diced avocado, and then dress your salad lightly with an olive oil-based salad dressing. Try to eat a fish meal at least twice a week to get the benefit of healthy omega-3 fats. Since you should cook fresh fish within 24 hours of purchase, you might find frozen fish more convenient. And frozen scallops or shrimp are delicious in soups and pasta. Canned tuna and salmon are wild caught and make great sandwiches. Try mixing your tuna or salmon with mashed avocado instead of mayonnaise for a healthy sandwich filling. Avocado is also good in salads and on sandwiches. Finally, you can toss a handful of nuts into your salad to get a little extra healthy fat. Did you know that although olive oil is a healthy oil, it has a lot of calories? Let's look at the numbers. 1 tablespoon has 120 calories. 1 cup has 1,920 calories. Make sure to add it sparingly when cooking. Minimize eating commercially packaged foods, which are high in trans fats, and remember to look at the food label to spot any hidden fat and trans fat. Many companies are taking out trans fats and replacing them with saturated fats. Remember to keep an eye on the type and amount of total fat you consume, since the fat you eat could be the fat you wear. All fats, even the healthy ones, have 9 calories per gram, so watch your total intake to avoid gaining weight. Did you know that 1 pound of body fat stores 3,500 calories? Body fat stores more calories than an equal weight of muscle or starch in the body. A typical person stores 130,000 to 160,000 calories in fat, 54,000 calories in muscle, and only 1,200 calories in carbohydrates, found in the liver and the muscles. This means that over 70% of the calories stored in your body are stored as fat. Reduce omega-6 fats by lowering total fat intake and increase omega-3 by eating fish. Another great option is to add fish oil supplements to your diet.
Hi, welcome back to the Herbalife Nutrition Education Program. I'm Dr. Luigi Groton, Vice President of Nutrition Education. It's time to review what we've discovered about dietary fats in the last 3 lessons. We know that dietary fats are the fats we get from food and that they're very high in calories. Also, it's important to maintain a dietary balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fats. We also know that among the many types of fat, we should be aware of which types are bad and where those bad types are hiding.
Now let's review and get ready to demonstrate what you've learned with a fun quiz. It's time to review what we've learned. Let's take a quick look back. Dietary fats are the fats we get from food, and they provide the most concentrated source of energy of any foodstuff. 1 gram of fat provides 9 calories, much more than carbohydrates and proteins, which have only 4 calories per gram. We've learned about the imbalance existing between omega-6 and omega-3 fats, and that a great way to rebalance is to eat ocean-caught fish and choose omega-3 supplements to reinforce your diet. Visible fats include butter, margarine, and cooking oils. It also includes the fat in red meats or poultry that you can cut away before you eat them. These are called visible fats because you can see them when cooking. Many processed foods and fast foods have hidden fats as well as visible fats. You can see the cheese in the cheeseburger, but you can't see the hidden fat in the ground meat. You also don't see the fat hidden in the French fries, donuts, pizza, and lots of other processed foods. Remember to watch both the invisible and visible fats in your diet and the amounts and type of fats you eat. Fatty acids are divided into saturated fats and polyunsaturated fats. Now that you've refreshed your memory, you are ready for our fun quiz. See you then. Welcome. It is time for the fun quiz. Let's begin. Take some time to answer these 5 questions. Let's see how you did. Which of these fatty acids are low in the Western diet? Omega-3 fatty acids. Unfortunately, modern diets lack this important fat. This is why you should add omega-3 supplements to your diet. Fat is the most concentrated source of calories in your diet. This is true. Only 1 gram of fat provides 9 calories. Farmed fish have more fat than ocean-caught fish. True. Farmed fish don't swim as much and are fed omega-6 rich grains. When ordering fish at a restaurant, opt for ocean-caught fish. Trans fats act like saturated fats in your body. This is true. They are fats artificially created and have the same negative effect as saturated fats. You can have as much olive oil as you want. False. Although it is a healthy fat, olive oil has a high calorie content, and you should watch the amount you consume. Congratulations! You've completed this entire module. Great job!